You decide to attend an event and the dress code is black tie. What do you wear? A tuxedo, a gown, a really nice dress, a suit, or do you just wing it and hope for the best? So black tie should be pretty straightforward, but let's be honest, a lot of people get tripped up with dress codes, especially since nowadays things are so casual. I'm going to tell you a story about a black tie event that I recently went to. I'm going to show you what I wore, the process leading up to the event, and just some random thoughts about black tie. Welcome to the Secrets of Stylish Women. This is a podcast for women who want to get more out of their wardrobes and their lives by using the power of style. As you all know, I am a huge proponent of using style to make a statement, to show the world what they are in store for when they're dealing with you, and for actually using it as a strategy, a career strategy and a life strategy. So whether you're redefining your look or stepping into a new phase of life, or simply elevating your style, this podcast will have little nuggets and jewels that you can take with you as you think about style, incorporating it into your life and not just thinking about it as an afterthought. So I recently attended an event and it was a black tie event. And y'all know that I love dressing up. You know that tulle skirts are my, fashion item of choice. And I love tulle skirts because they're beautiful and voluminous and pretty. And I love getting dressed up, but I didn't wear a tulle skirt this time. However, I did wear something big and impactful because I really believe in making a statement with style. So before we get to that, I'm going to show you the outfit that I wore and tell you all about everything leading up to the outfit selection. And then I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you about the outfit later, but let me tell you about the event. So the event was called Power Network, and it was held at Carnegie Hall. It's an annual celebration. So this was the third annual celebration for Black History Month, all about empowerment, featuring industry leaders and cultural icons. And it was a great event. I'm reading the description right now, so let me check it out. So host Ed Lover leads a wide-ranging panel of industry leaders, including Anish Melwani, chairman and CEO of LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, Rashad Bilal and Troy Millings of Earn Your Leisure. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I love Earn Your Leisure. So I've been following them for a number of years, have gone to InvestFest, bought their book. In fact, I bought several copies. I have several copies right here. I bought them as gifts and from a Black bookstore. So anyway, so Earn Your Leisure, I've been following them for years. And I've been wanting to go to this event, to be honest with you, but decided to finally do it this year. So I attended, and the dress code is black tie. And if you know Earn Your Leisure, you know a part of their whole presentation includes fashion. So it's financial literacy, business, entrepreneurship, culture, fashion, sports, entertainment, the whole gamut. So there was a call to action to be, stylish, black tie. And I'm always looking for an event to get dressed up for. So I was like, yes, what am I going to wear? And, in retrospect, lemon drop martini. Yes, I'm drinking today. So I look forward to events where I can go out and get dressed up and be fancy. I wanted something big. I like big skirts. And I'm like, okay, where can I get a big skirt? And I was looking around and I was like, wait a minute. Sofistafunk, Arlinda McIntosh. If you don't know about Sofistafunk, I'm going to leave some information in the show notes about Sofistafunk. I've actually purchased a couple of skirts from that company, big voluminous skirts. The owner, Arlinda McIntosh, she is like a kindred spirit. She believes in going big and going bold and just letting it all out. And I love that. And I've been wanting to buy one of her gathering skirts. It's called The Gathering. And you'll see why. I've purchased a couple of things from her in the past from the company, but I've never bought the Gathering, which is, I would say, probably like their signature skirt. And I was like, okay, let me do that. So I sent her a DM. The skirts are custom made. And long story short, we had a couple of conversations. And, when I described what I wanted and everything, like we had a couple of conversations and the vision actually evolved. And this is one of the things about style. You may have an idea in your head for what you want, but sometimes the journey to selecting the perfect outfit takes on its own life. So I wanted a color other than black, obviously, because black tie, people automatically often wear black. I want to stand out. So I didn't want to wear black. I knew I wanted a color. At first, we were thinking about sapphire, which is my birthstone. But then I saw the fuchsia. And I was like, yeah, this is it. So I was going to do the fuchsia with a crisp white shirt. Remember Sharon Stone many years ago in that purple Vera Wang satin skirt, and she did like an oversized men's white shirt. So I was going for that kind of vibe, and that's what I wanted initially. But then some things happened, and I know a couple of people, made a couple of calls, and my friend and business owner, Leslie Jacobs, Lady Diamonds, entrepreneur. She's all into luxury in terms of luxury lifestyle, luxury goods, and she sells furs. Let me just show y'all what I wore. I'm not going to, let's see. I'm not going to torture you anymore. So let me show you what we're looking at over here. So I couldn't show you the outfit. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Here we go. Isn't that fab? So that is the skirt, fuchsia. Like I said, I was initially going to do a white button down, do that whole thing. But then my girl Les said, oh, she saw the skirt and she was like, oh, I have something for that. And that's the Mongolian fur shrug that I have on. It's fabulous. And I was like, oh, so I knew I would have to change the shirt. I needed something a little more simple. So I just did a simple, like a white bodysuit, short sleeve bodysuit, which is good for me. My body temperature fluctuates. So I get hot and cold fast. So the short sleeve short sleeve shirt. It was a bodysuit. It was actually, I like short sleeves because short sleeves actually, are good for me because if I sweat, they absorb sweat. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. But then the shrug covered my arm. So if I needed coverage, I put the shrug on. But then if I got too hot, I have one short sleeve underneath. Isn't it fabulous? So the first picture, this is actually me in Carnegie Hall. Isn't that amazing? And then this is me in traffic. And then this is me in front of a restaurant that I ate lunch there. So I stayed in the city. I used to live in New York, but I don't live there anymore. So I decided to, take the day, stay in the city. I didn't want to try to go home that night because I didn't want to do all that. But it was a beautiful night. I actually, I got out into New York early and I walked around the city, reacclimated myself to the city because I don't go to Manhattan a lot anymore. But there's a certain energy there that I love. Cheers to New York. There's a certain energy that I love. Just being around all the stores and everything is accessible. And even, 11 o'clock at night at the end of the event, I felt cool and safe walking around the city street because it was such a busy, busy city, busy time of day. So it was a great experience. So yes, I looked fabulous. And let me just go to the next page and show you, because I actually hired a photographer and have some video. Check out the video. And look at that. So that was actually at the rooftop bar at the hotel I was staying at with all the flowers and stuff. So needless to say, this outfit made a huge statement. I got a lot of attention for this outfit. And, it may sound like the attention was the draw, which it wasn't. I mean, it's cool, but people felt good seeing the outfit. Like people were really excited and energized by the outfit. So it just underscored for me the power of style yet again. Like, that style is powerful, and that nobody else looked the way I looked in the venue. And the crazy thing is, I kind of had a hard time sitting down, if we're being honest, because I actually had on a hoop skirt underneath. It was a wired hoop skirt. And so I had to do some fancy tucking and everything. But I loved my outfit. I felt fantastic. And honestly, getting ready for the event and selecting my outfit was just as enjoyable as the content. So the show itself was about 3 hours. There were, conversations about AI and technology, entrepreneurship. It was really well done. And then to top it all off, Rakim performed with an orchestra. So that was it was a great event, and it was a perfect event for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the whole movement, the whole earn your leisure movement, it speaks to my soul, because financial literacy and business and entrepreneurship is often not targeted to certain audiences. And this content and the way it's delivered and the music and the culture and all that, it speaks directly to me, because it's like it was almost tailored for someone like me. So representation and having people who speak your language, super, super important. So this event was the perfect opportunity for me to dress up and get fancy. And I was super excited about that. So let's talk about black tie. Black tie. Let me get a sip. What actually is black tie? So when we think about black tie, or we think about formal, or we think about cocktail attire, people often get it wrong, or people just don't know where to go. Where's that line? So when I get dressed, I think I spoke about this in a previous episode, but when you are attending an event, think about a couple of things. You want to think about, what is the event? Who's going to be there? What are the topics? What's on the agenda? Where is it being held? What's the venue? And then how do you want to, what feelings do you want to evoke? And I guess more importantly, what do you want to feel like? I knew that when I attended this event, I wanted to feel fabulous. I wanted to feel over the top. I knew that I would be able to carry it off. In fact, initially I was like, do I really want to wear a, do I really want to wear a hoop skirt underneath? Do I want the volume? Do I want it to be big? And, I was a little reluctant at first, but I was like, yes, I do. Yes. The power of style. So, I wanted to go big. So, okay. But let me go back. So when we think about black tie is like the most formal. If we're thinking about black tie and formal and cocktail, black tie is the most formal. So that's why I went all out. I wanted to, have my big voluminous skirt. It almost touched the floor, all of that. So for women, black tie is going to be like your floor length gowns, evening dresses, formal jumpsuits, things like that. Black is always a very common color when we're thinking about black tie, but ladies, you don't have to wear black. It can be another color. Make sure it's a luxurious fabric, or something in a rich jewel tone, or you can add color. Just make sure you're conveying that formality with length or fabric, things like that. So formal black tie optional is less formal than black tie, but it's still polished. So again, you can do the floor length gowns, elegant midi dresses, dressy cocktail dresses, cocktail attire. What is that? So cocktail is a little bit more relaxed. For women, sometimes the dress is a little shorter, a midi, or sometimes a little shorter, dressy separates, things like that. But ladies, you can't go wrong in any scenario with a full length skirt or a full length dress. Maybe you want to do something that has a high split or other details, depending on the level of formality, that make it less formal. But let's consider things other than black. Like, black is amazing. There's nothing wrong with black, but let's show up with a pop of color, or do something interesting with fabrics, or even tailoring, some asymmetrical things, or even a suit, a nice tuxedo suit or a nice sequin suit or something like that. So let's consider bringing dressiness back. Like, listen, I did an audit after the fact, after I got my outfit. I did an audit and I was like, actually, there's several things that I could have worn, but I wanted something bold and I wanted something voluminous and I wanted something that really, stood out. So let's think about that. The next time you are invited to like a black tie or a cocktail or formal event, what are you going to wear? Think about it and consider going all in. You can do a nice, luxurious wrap, or you can do, a full, like a full length fur, or you can do a dramatic cape. Like there's so many things you can do. I just encourage you to lean in and have fun. And one thing I did want to give a quick shout out to the ladies at Banana Republic, because initially when I was trying to go the, crisp white shirt route, I went to Banana Republic and I actually did wind up with a couple of things. I did get 2 different white shirts and I wound up wearing neither, but white shirts, white shirts can always be useful. And they actually have a couple of interesting cuts. So check out Banana Republic. And yeah, thank you, Banana Republic ladies. And also at the Power Network event, I stayed at a hotel called, what was it? Dream Midtown. And it's a part of the Hyatt family. And the people who work there were super nice. Shout out to Anthony, who also wants to be, when I met him, he told me that he wants to be a personal stylist. And he asked me if I was a personal stylist because he saw all my garment bags and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'm styling myself tonight. So we got into a conversation about it. So shout out to Anthony. Yes, you will be a personal stylist too. And thank you for all the love. So yeah, this episode is pretty short. I just wanted to talk a little bit about black tie attire. I do have some, other content coming up. If you missed my workshop on the 17th, I do plan on having additional workshops. So the workshop was about defining your signature style. So that was a really cool workshop where we really got to dig in, get our hands dirty, and work through the development of a style blueprint. So I'm going to be scheduling another one soon, so stay tuned for details about that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that fabulous night. And I wanted to talk about the importance of your own company. Like, I really had a good time. I spent, the day going to New York and the event. I spent a lot of time by myself doing what I wanted to do. And it was enjoyable. So I recommend that if there are things you want to do them, regardless of whether you have somebody to go with you or not. Wear the outfit, get fancy. I encourage you to lean into the more glamorous side of your personality, whether that is a voluminous skirt, whether it's a short, tight mini, whatever that is. Wear the things you want to wear, dress up, look nice. And if you need a little help, that's where I come in. My name is Lauren Simmonds. I'm a personal stylist, and my specialty is working with women of impact whose careers and lives have really, accelerated, but the wardrobe hasn't quite caught up. You want to develop your style, but you don't really know where to start. And, that's my specialty. And my specialty is actually pushing people out of their comfort zone, pushing women out of your comfort zone. So if there are things you want to wear and aren't quite sure how to hook it up, or if you need a little bolster of confidence, give your girl a call. So anyway, I'm going to keep this short and sweet today. This is actually a record. We're at 21 minutes, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet. Black tie. The next time you get invited to an event, I encourage you to step it up. I encourage you to put in a little extra. And if you, like I said, need a starting point, reach out to me. Lauren Simmonds, the Fearless Fashionista. My specialty right now in the areas of focus are virtual styling. I do in-person styling with a handful of clients, but virtual styling, I will help you get your mind right, help you expand the way you think about style, and show you how you can incorporate personal style into your life in such a way where it elevates everything. So thank you for listening. Check me out on social media. So I'm on Instagram. I think I'm going to start beefing up my LinkedIn presence. I'm on Fanbase also and Facebook every once in a while. But I'm fed up with Meta. So yeah, check me out on other platforms. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, go to thefearlessfashionista.com and sign up for my newsletter. This way you will be plugged into everything that's going on with the Fearless Fashionista. So until next time, thank you for listening. Be fearless, stay fashionable, have fun.